and welcome back, everyone. And here we are, not on Total War Rome 2, but welcome back to Total War Napoleon. This is a game that is very near and dear to my heart, but unfortunately we don't get to see it very often. To be honest with you guys, I love this game. It's such a fun game to play, and honestly, every time I play it, I have a blast. This one here, we have got ourselves a 2 versus 2, and I hear it's a fun one. We are on the map of the pyramids, and this one is getting right into it. We have Russian cavalry that has gone straight in, and Prussia's artillery is not set up. You can see he's got his infantry in square formation. He lost some skirmishers here. Prussian Silesian Schützen. Say that 5 times fast. So first off, as Prussia, we have got Silent Fart. Then his ally for the day is the Ottoman Empire, being commanded by Axminister. For the other side, we have got Great Britain being commanded by Billy Blazes. And finally, Billy Blazes' friendly player, the Russians, being commanded by Iron Fist. Alright, so this game has started off pretty crazy, to be honest with you. The Russian cavalry really getting in there. You can see a little bit of a line set up here between Great Britain and the Ottomans. Let's see, we've got Coldstream Guards anchoring the village here. It's a good unit. One of the best units in the game. King German Legion Foot, excuse me. Regular foot. So the way that Great Britain works for their kind of mid-tier line infantry, they have what's called the Highland Foot and the Foot, okay? The Foot unit is really good at shooting things. The Highland Foot is good at stabbing things, so really good at melee combat. His light infantry, we've got some light foot, King German Legion light foot. All the way over here, a lot of, look at that line. He's anchoring his flanks with the Highland Foot. He is facing off against a sometimes very scary Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans are very good, typically, if they can get into combat on you. They're not always very good at shooting things, but they typically are really good at stabbing things. So, a lot of times, their goal is to charge in and kill you. You can see a lot of them are just wielding swords. God, this is such a beautiful game. I'm not even going to lie to you. This really is a gorgeous game. Look at that, more swords. Looks like the Ottomans preparing for war. The Prussians... Alright, so here's the deal about the Prussians and the Russians. So the Prussians are actually... have some of the best shooting infantry in the game. Their musketeers are a little bit better than some of the other units. So typically, when it comes to shooting, if I remember correctly... Oh my gosh, that artillery! Is that a 12-pounder foot and 20-pounder unicorn? Ouch. Now this is something I want to be careful of. The Silesian Schützen are really good at shooting really long range, but they don't typically want to get into a line fight with a line infantry. I don't know where else I was going to go with that. Even Great Britain actually had some foot here that I think were trying to assist on this, but, the cadet infantry here from the Ottoman, I think, were really staring them down. And look at this, Musketeers turning, because look at this. The angle they're going to get is right into the edge of the Musketeer line of Russia. They are getting shelled to just bits. Just bits, man. Now, something here that Russia wants to be wary of, look at where his Russian Jaegers are compared to where he's shooting at. I guess he does have a little bit of a, you know, vision here, a little window. But look how much ammo is going into the hillsides here. Something you really want to pay attention to in Napoleon is that you really want to make sure that your men have a line of sight to the enemy. Otherwise, they're literally just going to shoot into the ground. Now, this is a massive flank on Prussia. Prussia has anchored himself down with a square formation, mostly due to that mounted rifle there. But with the line infantry coming in, he's got to reform. You could see he is peeling back the corner of his line here to basically kind of enfold himself a little bit. Most of his line at the moment is pretty much unengaged. I see some cav action. Oh no, they charged in. Look at this.
Our men are running.
The Janissaries going in. The bazooks already broke. What else? What's this use? It's another Janissary unit. Now the thing with Napoleon is if you're going to get charged, make sure you charge back. If you get charged and get caught flat-footed, you will get destroyed. So that is one thing you want to make sure with your line. If somebody is charging you, countercharge them. A good little trick is anytime a charge order is given, nearby you start hearing this like, ah! Because the men will start screaming and yelling, and that is a pretty good signal to you that, hey, somebody somewhere is charging, and I need to pay attention. Light Dragoons coming in, going to catch the Janissaries way out of position. Nowhere near formed up. He might get that one broken. Careful as well, you got cadet rifles. But here comes the Sipai Cavalry, which are a very good cav unit. So Great Britain really want to be careful against these guys, especially with only the one Light Dragoon. Light Dragoons are not going to cut it against the Sipai Cavalry, excuse me. Look at this. The Russian and Prussian lines are all in it now. You see Prussia taking the hill and firing right down into the ranks of the Russian lines. Look at that. Russia here looks like right now they're just kind of like walking into it, but I assume they plan on charging. Oh my Lanta, that is just brutal. On the left here, the cavalry of Prussia coming around and assisting with that massive flank. One musketeer unit gone, the other one in full retreat. Cav back into the Russian Jaegers as well. Another Jaeger unit is shooting at. He might be able to get rid of the Hussars. Musketeer line of Russia, excuse me, just disintegrated. Oh my God. The Russian army is, I mean, almost pretty much gone. Got musketeers engaged here against musketeers. Oh, musketeer versus musketeer. But then you have another musketeer unit from Prussia that is moving around the flanks. Can't tell if he's going to go after the Russian Jaegers or if he's going to, yep, there he goes. Turns around into the Russian musketeers. His Hussars now moving as well. They're about to take the Russian Jaegers. Now that was the Sipai cavalry that just took down the Light Dragoons. So Great Britain in a real tough spot. Russia on the other side just kind of got disintegrated. And Great Britain, I don't know what else he's going to do here. Got a foot that's way out of formation. This cavalry is going to wipe them up. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Just destroyed by the Sipai cavalry. Still have King German Legion foot and a solid line in the center. But Russia is pretty much cut off over here. Moscow Musketeers, General Staff. Still got the Simonovsky Life Guard. I probably butchered that, but he's got his 20-pound unicorn and his 12-pound foot artillery, which are pretty much stuck. There's no way he's going to get away with them. So his best bet at this point is getting kills as much as possible with what he's got here, using the Simonovsky lifeguard to guard them, it seems. He is getting some good shots off into the Prussian infantry over there. Moscow Musketeers. General Staff needs to be careful, needs to keep them safe. Losing General can be pretty rough in Napoleon. Can be pretty rough in any Total War game, but in Napoleon it's pretty painful. Sip High Cavalry getting into the 5-inch howitzer, it looks like. Light Dragoons coming over, might be able to clean it up. But I believe the howitzer is probably kaput at this point. Nothing else coming over the hill yet. All right, howitzer, get back on. Problem he's got is that his traces are gone. So because his traces are gone, you can see no horses, right? That means that he can reattach to the howitzer, but it is now stuck where it is. Howitzer ammunition coming in. Oh. I think that is the Ottoman howitzer. No, maybe not, because I don't. Ooh, a lot of arty coming in against the adjusting Great Britain army. You can see that the Ottomans and Prussians have adjusted their line this way, mostly to cut off the Russians, and also to kind of consolidate their forces here. So Great Britain really just adjusting his line for that. The Cadet rifles here getting wiped up by the Light Dragoons. They should be able to handle that. The Dragoons should be able to handle the Cadet rifles. See, that's one broken, shattered, two shattered. Okay, so that means that Great Britain can fully concentrate his whole force in this direction. So what does he have left? He has the Ottomans with their Cadet infantry, a lot of Cadet infantry, and then you've got Silesian Schutzen and a bunch of musketeers from Prussia. Does Prussia have any really good stuff? I don't see any. I don't see any lifeguards or anything like that, so Moscow Musketeers shattered. They are gone. 12-pound foot artillery is in survival mode, which means... Anybody? Grape shots! And set up right behind him, you got the Simonovsky lifeguard. Well, and the Musketeers apparently are just going to sit there and get shot by grape shot, I guess. Maybe he's just thinking, hey, I'll be able to shoot the crew before he'll be able to do too much damage to me. Ooh, general dead. Ah, the Russian general is now dead. Looks like he died to the Prussian general. Yeah, not good. Russia is pretty much out of this. Great Britain does have the advantage that he was able to hold on to his 6-pounder horse artillery, which should help him. The painful part is going to be any sort of... What artillery do the other side have left? Prussian 6-pounder horse artillery is still alive, but once again now stuck in place. Light Dragoons running away from the general's bodyguard. General's bodyguard seems content to chase them down. All right. Now he's turning around. So this is the Ottoman general here. Russian artillery. Yes, sir. Is he getting back on? Looks like he is. Now, it looks like what we might get here is an Ottoman assault on the hill from this direction with a Prussian assault from this direction. Prussia seems to be trying to move his way around the flank here, hoping to probably get in on the edge of the Highland foot. Artillery is focusing on Prussia for now, it looks like. Now, look at this. They actually left the Russian infantry over here, so it looks like the 12-pounder foot artillery was eliminated, but the Semenovsky Life Guard are still here, and they might be a pain here. They're coming right up behind the line of Prussia, and honestly, I'm not sure that any of this team have any units to face that. Light Dragoons, excuse me, coming in on the Ottoman general again. And I thought they got him, but I don't know. I'm kind of confused as to why. Yeah, like, go kill the 6-pounder. I don't know why you wouldn't. And you're walking. That is one thing about Napoleon. It's a little bit, it's an older game, so it can be a little goofy sometimes. Sometimes you give a unit an order to, like, charge, but just depending on how you click it, sometimes they don't charge. They just start walking. It's actually a real pain in the ass, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, Russian Schutzen, I believe, are just shooting into the ground right now. Let's see. Take a volley. Well, it looks like the King's German Legion Light. God, that is just the worst name. Why would they make something like that? Good Lord Almighty. Didn't they know that, like, YouTube people would be covering these battles and need to say those names? Jeez. How rude. Prussia really, really flanking around. He needs to be careful as Jen. Great Britain, no! Oh, Great Britain, what are you doing? Well, his Gen's dead. There's generals, bodyguards, or general staff, whatever you want to call them, in this game are very, very weak. They're not very good. So pretty much if they get charged by just about anything, they're dead. I don't know. He's holding out. No, he's losing. Not against 2 cav units. There's no way. Yeah. General is dead. So that could be huge. That could be very, very big for Great Britain here. Especially since he's kind of going for this final stand here. He needs that morale, and so it could be pretty rough for him here in the long run. Oh, and the Ottoman general's dead too. All right, that's a good thing. That's big. But the Semenovsky Life Guard are getting ripped up. He got up, he killed the gen, but man, they turned around and they made him pay. Look at him, 97 out of 160. You can see they're kind of trying to form that crescent moon around him that gets basically shots from all angles. There's square formation. Square formation, as you can see, causes the cavalry to rear up, and they don't get a very good charge. And honestly, you don't even have to shoot it like super quickly. You have to, or shoot it, click it super quickly. Pretty much, you just click it, and it almost instantly activates it. Even though your men may not have formed the formation, they almost instantly, like, have the effect. I think he's just charging in. He's probably going to get some kills out of this, but I don't know that it'll last too much longer. Just given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of line infantry, of musketeers here ready to fight him. Yeah, they're just getting ripped to pieces now. Ooh, it already just about hit the Great Britain Highland foot. He does still have his light dragoons back there. He's actually pushing off of the hill. Look at this. Maybe he knows that with his infantry he can outrange the Kedet infantry of the Ottomans. When I say that, I'm not saying that they could shoot farther, but basically that they just shoot better. And so maybe if he can get a line fight going, that possibly he can win this and maybe collapse this flank, and then he could turn in onto the center here. Prussians really pushing the flank, and I think he's going to have to turn this back. Is he switching his line up here? What's going on? Looks like maybe the foot going to one side while the Highland foot come to the center. Yeah, maybe that's the bet, that he wants to get his good shooters against the Prussian shooters. You can see he is falling back. He still has his Legion foot. Coldstream Guards, that's big. That is a huge, huge unit to still have. And he still has his range, so I wish I could see his ammo. I'm sure he's doing fine. And in Napoleon, artillery has unlimited ammo, so... What are we firing at now? It's turning, looks like maybe onto the Kedits. Yep. Alright, that is the trick. So notice where that shell landed, okay? With Napoleon, you never give a right click on a unit to attack it, especially not with artillery. What you do is you right click in front of the unit. So what happens is the artillery will shoot at the ground in front, and it will skip through the unit that's behind it. And the thing with infantry is you don't give an attack order, because what tends to happen is when you give an attack order on an infantry unit, your units start shooting off to the sides. It's really awkward and weird. So what you do is you just bring your infantry within firing range, hit stop, make them stand still, and just have them on fire at will so that they shoot at the infantry that they're fighting. Like Dragoons tried going in, but he's formed square formation in time. Oh, right off the corner. Oh. Whew. All right, so this is standard Napoleonic War tactics, guys. So Great Britain threatened with his cavalry, forcing the Ottomans to go square formation to deal with the cavalry, right? But then Great Britain took advantage of it by targeting his artillery on that condensed square formation of the Ottomans. Great play, very well done. If you look at any sort of like historical Napoleonic tactics, that is exactly how it would go. Like if generals saw square formations, that is what they targeted with their artillery. Waterloo is famous for it. During Marshal Ney's charge, his foolish charges, don't get me wrong, every time he would charge, the British would form square, and then the French artillery would just rip them to shreds. He's turned his artillery to the flank, but he's kind of in an awkward spot. The problem with it is that he doesn't really have the time to re-hitch his cannons, then turn them, then unhitch them, and he just doesn't really have time. Prussia's already right there. Yeah, so he's just focusing down the Ottomans. All right, I think Great Britain right now is going for the chance of wiping out this side while he hopes that it takes too long for these guys to show up. Because you can see he's moving almost into his entire line to face this, with really nothing facing these back two units of the Ottomans. Prussia is pretty weak. 85 out of 160, 88 out of 160. Still got some Schütz in here, which look like they still have ammo. Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is here. If anything, he could maybe take the German Legion foot and set it to this side. Did he just forget that these units existed? I'm not sure. He's got to be careful that the Prussian general is still around. Nassau. He's going for the cannon. Yep. 6-pounder foot artillery's kaput. He is gone. The Ottomans now also have a good position on the hill. Legion foot still not really doing anything.
Our men are running.
He's gone square. Should get shots off on Nassau here. Not sure that he'll finish it, but I don't think he noticed the Prussian gen. And here comes the Ottoman Cadet Infantry charging in. Legion Lightfoot trying to get out of there. The foot are trying to charge in. And they might be able to win that. Cadet Infantry losing morale. The countercharge by the foot, man. Legion foot and Coldstream Guards are going to wipe up this Ottoman infantry. Question is, can they do it in time? All right, this one's broken. They can get it shattered. That's even better for them. Countercharge. There we go. Foot charging into the Cadet infantry now. And the line turning. All right, so the Ottomans' infantry is gone. Look at this, 6-pounder infantry, or the artillery crew actually still here. You should go hook up, man. And these guys need to go form up ASAP. Prussian general. Ooh, getting shot to pieces. Adjust your line. Now you need to face the Prussians. Ottomans are dealt with. Turn around. Turn around. Hey, you know what? I think the British are about to pull this off, guys. The Prussians do not have much left. These couple of units, the Highland Foot and the Foot of Great Britain, are about to rip up these musketeers. To be honest with you, I don't know why he doesn't just charge it. He could probably beat it. Legion Foot and Coldstream Guards, and well, no, these two units still sitting back here. Yeah, if I was British, I would just charge this to get rid of it. But he put his Highland Foot in the non-charge position. If they can get it shattered. I love the smoke hanging in the air, the sound of the muskets going off. British should probably advance now. Advance. Take your men over that hill and crush them. Or no, I think the quote is, take the entire battalion over that hill and crush them. If you can name the movie, then you are awesome. I probably misquoted it again, but you know what? Sue me, okay?
Napopleon.
All right. There's, all right, the Prussians are pretty much gone. One musketeer hanging around. To be honest with you, I really didn't think Great Britain had much of a chance here with the combination of the Ottomans and the Prussians ganged up against him, with Russia basically getting annihilated on the other side. And honestly, Great Britain really didn't have a great start up here either. So, you know, props to the Great Britain player for pulling this one back. Billy Blazes. And I think he's going for the dagger. Shattered, broken, broken. On the other side, the Ottomans charged in with their Kedded infantry. But I believe one of the units here is the Coldstream Guard, which is very good, or maybe not. Dude, his Coldstream Guard is still sitting back here with 160 men. Billy, why didn't you use them? What the hell are you doing? All right, the Keddits should be gone, and I think that is GG. Well played, well fought by both sides here. All right, so for the one side here, we've got Billy Blazes at Great Britain with 1,563 kills. Coldstream Guards 124, Foot with 129, Foot with 149, 125. So pretty good there. Iron Fist 1154. Looks like I can only see the first army. Then Axe Minister on the other side with the Ottomans 865 and Silent Fire with 1870. With the Ottomans, man, they are a tough faction to play. They can be kind of hit or miss just depending on if you're able to get in that melee combat. When you get into a firefight, that's where they do not excel. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys want to see more Napoleon battles, make sure to say so in the comment section. We'll see you guys next time.